Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're just down at the sheep shed where we're going to be just putting out the first ewes and lambs. Some of those ewes and lambs that were born early, and even some singles from last week there. I don't really know what the weather's to be, but like Jesus, they're hardy lads now. Some of the first lads have even lost their tails, so we need to get them out. Just so I was that busy with one thing and another, and I knew some of the wet weather was coming, so I didn't put them out, and we're not stuck for space, as I said before. But we were only lambing one a day there up to today, and by God, it hit with a bang this morning. I think like it's after lunch now. I think there's probably maybe 7 or 8 ewes have lambed this morning. That's the first. Any other day there was only ever one a day. So and there was a set of triplets as well, and I didn't bring the camera with me. I had forgot it because the batteries were charging. So we missed all that. We set of triplets and a good few sets of twins and stuff. So we really hit with a bang today. Probably be a good bit of talking in this video as well, because lads were looking to sort of get a farm tour, and I've never done it since I started. They sort of wanted to see what the sheep shed is. Now I don't know the measurements of this, but it's a 6-bay sheep shed, both sides, so 12 bays. Now we put the walk-through trucks in after, so like you're losing a bit of space with the walk-through trucks, but I think they're a necessity. Like Senan can come down here and feed the ewes if needs be, you know what I mean. Imagine trying to get into each pen there, so you'd have you on your arse and you'd be spilling nuts and everything. So the walk-through trucks, I think, are a must. They're very good. I forget, we had them years and years and years. I forget where we got them, but they're steel legs on those ones. Steel legs and wooden. Now they're quite feckin' heavy to be moving around and stuff. And then we have pins. We have a couple of pins in the ground going up through the legs. The legs are only box iron, just so that the ewes can't push them, because if the ewes hit it there, they were pushing them out of the way. So we pins drilled down into the concrete. We used to have a 10-foot passage along the passage. It used to be 10 foot. You can I don't know whether you can see the difference here. Like that pillar, that's where it was the whole way up. And we found that it was just too narrow when you were putting bales both sides. So we actually, Dad done it. I done it a few years ago. So we moved the pillars. We moved the pillars from there to there. We got an extra 5 foot in the passage. You're losing space in your shed. But anyway, yeah. So this side of the shed, the pens are just a little bit smaller. But like on those big pens, there's roughly 30 ewes in each pen, and then the end one is way bigger. So there was about 34 or 5, but we often have had maybe 34 or 5 ewes in each pen when you're under pressure to get ewes in, you know. But like the shed will hold probably 400 ewes, give or take, and then we just have the standard feed barriers. As I say, I'm just going through all this because people were looking for what we're doing, sort of a farm tour. I'm actually farming 160 acres myself, and then my dad still has, my brother has 40 acres, but he doesn't farm. My dad still has the use of that, and then my dad's still farming 60 acres. So my dad's really farming 100 acres here. He has 130 ewes, and then I'm farming 160 acres. Just for anyone that's new, just sort of telling them that I used to have up near 40 cows until I got hit with TB, and now I've only 22, and we're lambing, between the two of us, we're lambing nearly 400 ewes, about 370, 380 ewes. So that's what we're doing. I usually sell the cattle as weanlings, and I'm lambing now early at the minute because I autumn calve my cows, and I try and keep my aftergrass and good grass for my cows and calves, so I try and lamb early and have my lambs gone by September. Usually my last of the lambs would be the blessing and show and sale the middle of September, sort of the 15th of September, 13th to the 15th of September. So that's when the last of my lambs are gone, really. I like to have my lambs gone. I creep feed the lambs the whole way through, most of the time, and try and have them gone early, so then I have the grass for my cows and calves. So that's just a rough guide on what the sheep shed is. We have just a yard out the front here. Now I just wanted to explain on the gator. It went back for a 50-hour service yesterday, and they put this livestock canopy on it. Now just to reiterate, this is only a demo. I only have it on demo, and we got it I think last October, November. He gave it to us until after the lambing. It's really only going to get tested now. And a huge shout out to Quad Venture, and if anyone's looking, the number is 087 253 9696, and that's Quad Venture down in just down past Enniscorthy, and you can talk to Johnny there. He gave us this on demo and until after the lambing to see, and I said if I was interested in buying one, I definitely wanted the livestock canopy on it, and he gave us this trailer as well. So there's the livestock canopy. It got put on it yesterday, and it got serviced on the 50 hours. So like, I'm not going to use my Jeep much at all now. I'm going to use this all the time because I can throw the dog in here. I can throw the dog into that and go around, and I'm going to, and like it's ran on green diesel and it's road legal. It does 60k an hour. Even Senan was sort of shitting himself when he started off on this driving it, but he's got used to it now and he's flying in it, so he'll be able to give me a hand when I'm real busy in the summer. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but people really wanted to know what we're doing, and I try to explain things as I go, because if there's new people watching, there's always new subscribers, so just to explain to them what's happening. But these are the ewes and lambs that are going out today, and I just want to pair that ram's foot, and there's one ewe there I want to pair as well. So I'll just show you the triplets that were born earlier, and some of the lambs that were born earlier there. I did give the triplets a bottle of some Beesons. They're roaring there, and I did see some of them sucking. I just need to throw out those cleanings. But the other lads in the back there, like that's a fair set of triplets. Cheviot Ewe and Suffolk Ram. It's a fair set, and that's why I was explaining in the last video why we set up these big pens. People say that they're too big, but when you've got a set of triplets, the chances of relying on them then are slim. I'll just show you in the back here as well some of the lambs that were born this morning. I see that ram there, I paired them already. That's just the lame ewe. I just got her down here, so. Just pin her in here. I'm not sure which one it is, but full of dung. Oh, stop. It's bad enough when you take that top bit off it. just neat formalin that dip her foot in. Just over, lying down. First Ewes out to grass. The only fault I'd say with this little trailer is I didn't realise that it has a wooden floor in it. It really could do with a checkered floor in it. It's just a bit slippy. The Ewes are slipping all over the place in it, and just it's a bit low there as well. The jockey wheel is hitting the ground. Other than that, it's a great job. But you'd want that checkered, where it's checkered on the gate. You'd want that on the floor. Come on, son. Out you go. Now. Also, there's a few empty Ewes, or a few Ewes that have slipped lamb. Need to come up here as well. I've nowhere separate for them, so they just have to come here with the Ewes and lambs. We marked just a couple of sets of twins that were over in the individual pens and just put them in here. Where we put out a few Ewes yesterday, and it done nothing but feckin' rain since. It's lunchtime the next day now. It done nothing but feckin' rain, so I haven't even checked them yet this morning. I'm going to check them now, but they were in here, so we made a bit of space and a couple of Ewes there. Those triplets are roaring. The Ewe, I tossed her up there, she doesn't seem to have any milk, so I'm feeding all three of them. They're drinking 2 bottles between the three of them a couple of times a day. So just want to go up to the slats later and just have a bit of a chat about what's the shed up there for lads that want to know. Our triplet Ewe is down not well, so I put some calcium into her, and Spooner's giving me a hand today as well, doing a few things, so he's gone to the bedside now. Antibiotic left, so I'm going to give her an antibiotic. I'm not sure what's wrong with her, but we'll see if she doesn't improve by evening. Maybe we'll get the vet for her and see what the problem is. I tossed her up anyway. She doesn't see, her spins were sucked out, so there was no milk in them, but I don't know how much milk she has. But like these lads, these 3 lads, they're drinking bottles every few hours, so I don't know what the story is with her, but she doesn't look great. Just up here at the slats, where I'm just going to go through a few things and explain a few things where new people were just asking about, as I said earlier in the video, about farm tour. And this will be part 1, where I'm just went through the sheep shed, just going through the slats here now. I still have another yard, cattle yard at home that I need to go through, and then I'll go through the land probably in the next video, depending on how busy I am with lambing and stuff. But I rent this slatted shed up here. It's an 8 bay shed. I think it's about 12 foot or 12 and a half foot of slats. It has liebacks then. It has I don't know the measurements of it, but like it's very big liebacks there. And I have a creep area for the calves. Now I have peat, just going back over what I had done and said already, I have peat in it. I was straw bedding it, but I couldn't keep them bedded because there's gaps in the sheet and in the roof, so I just have peat in it at the minute. Probably only get another week or 2 out of it. It's gone a little, well, it's a little bit sloppy here where the cattle are going in and out, but it's getting to the stage it's nearly gone. But I need to change around these gates because I have a bit of peat left over there, and I was going to let the calves in there and let the cows use all that, and let them churn that up, and I might get an extra week out of it then as well. So just to say that we were running a herd of just 40 cows. We would have been calving 40 cows this autumn only. Last spring we lost 33 animals with TB, and we were running a pedigree herd and a commercial herd. We nearly lost all our pedigree stock. We were running 2 bulls. We've only got a Charolais bull left now, and with the heifers there that are in calf, 22 cows. So realistically, when I assess, like this shed, I had 100 cattle or so in this shed last winter, and there's not even 50 in it now. So it's not really justifying to be renting this shed where I could house what cattle I have here at home. The reason I had rented this was because I was trying to expand my cattle, but I'm just after getting a right kick in the you-know-whats with the TB. But, financially and emotionally, it was devastating. But anyway, I'm not going back over that again. But all these barriers and creep gates and everything are mine. All the barriers, dividing barriers, all those barriers, and even the crush. I had bought that. Oh, I'm stuck in that. Maybe I'm going this way. I had bought that crush to put up at home, but I just hadn't done it. And the same with these barriers. I was going to make a bit of a better penning system at home, but then this shed just came up, an opportunity of getting this shed. So I took it. So all those creep gates. So when we put the crush in, we just put it in sleeves. So when we take it up, we just fill back in the sleeves. So all that crush can probably come back, and all these dividing gates, all those barriers can come home. And that's if I don't take the shed. And as I was saying earlier in the video, I'm running 160 acres, but there's 20 or 30 acres of that's boggy and can't really be used. But I also rent land just for a cut of silage. I sell a lot of haylage and silage as well, so probably renting another 150 acres, give or take, maybe more, probably about 250. Because there's another spot I forgot about, there's 100 acres there, but probably about 250 acres I'm renting for a cut of haylage or silage, just one cut. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, realistically, because I have to draw the slurry home from here, I have to draw the dung home from here, and it's very time consuming, and then the diesel as well. It's just costing too much. I don't think I can do it. Anymore. So realistically, I'm probably going to leave this slatted shed here and move back home until I rebuild my herd again. Try and build the cows back up to get to 40 cows again. It'll take another few years just to get back that, because the TB is definitely going to be a knock-on effect for a few years. I bedded with the peat at home and it worked okay. I've no slats at home, just to tell people, but I will go through the sheds at home as well. Oh, excuse me. I've no slats at home, and then when I was feeding on the peat, the cattle were in the shed on the peat and feeding there as well. So it got a bit sloppy around the barriers, but I used to take the barriers down and scoop the first few meters out of it, and then put the barriers back up and go again. But I used to get maybe 3 loads of peat would last the winter. But I had 20 or 30 cows in the shed, over 30 cows at one stage in a big shed at home, big open shed at home. And as I say, I'll go through that yard probably in the next video, and then I'll go over the land, some of the land, and explain a few things. As I say, new people were just asking, could they have a farm tour? And I am hoping this year, I really am hoping to get a drone, and then I can show aerial shots of and explain things a bit better. I know some people watching from the start, this might be a bit boring for you because you already know what I'm trying to say and what I'm explaining. So I hope that is beneficial to new people on the channel. I'm probably going to finish up this video now because it's probably getting on. There's loads of talking on it. And as I say, as always, if you liked it, give it a like. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.